We're going to do this live, literally. It's live reaction of the NHL Draft Lottery. Not Edmonton again. Let's talk about it right now on Teal Town Live. Good afternoon, everyone. It is one of those crazy days where everybody is, well, we're watching ping pong balls with logos loaded up into a machine. It's live draft lottery reaction time. If you want to be part of the show, here's how you do it. Chat with us and fellow hockey fans in the YouTube chat on the page or the app. And for more Sharks content, hit us up at tealtownusa.com. So with that, my Scarlet's not working. That's terrific. I love that. Oh boy, just another Randy G. What's happening? There we go. Now it's working. Hi everyone. Puck Guy 14 here. Yes, it's an off day. I'm wearing the Hawaiian shirt, so forgive me. Hope you all are having a lovely Monday afternoon as this is going down as we speak. Tell a friend. Get the link and share it with your friends right now. We are live all over the world as the NHL Draft Lottery 2.0 is taking place as we speak. So, they are in the lotto container, and they are being loaded up, and here we go. Here we go, folks. This is it. This is it. This is the moment 8 teams magically just eliminated and are now ready to go. So, who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? My money is on Edmonton, unfortunately, or Toronto. I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those. Preferably not Edmonton, though, personally. So, we are hoping for all the balls being loaded up. We are seeing this online as right now. So, tell your friends, and we have a thing. And he's going to the New York Rangers. The draft lottery has gone in favor of the New York Rangers. Alexis Lafreniere is likely headed to New York. Oh boy. So, here's the thing. So they lose out to Carolina in 4 games. Panarin now goes is going to get a teammate in there. So, the Rangers, the New York Rangers get that he is Lafreniere, barring anything, is headed to Broadway. What's everybody thinking? Let's hear your comments in there. Yeah, Florida. Rocket, I wanted Florida, to be honest. Be quite honest, I wanted Florida more than anything. If anything, for in the Sharks case, it's the best case scenario. Lafreniere goes east. So there we go. I mean, yeah. So, Beach Boys fan, yes. Rangers have the first overall pick. They won the draft lottery there. They will go on that. So, how the Rangers rebuilding process escalated quickly. My goodness. So, I can't see them trading the pick anywhere for the Rangers. It's one of their ones that we thought that was going to be, Skylar in the chat saying the Rangers rebuild is going perfectly. Yeah, absolutely. they're hitting all the strides to get back into things in no time. So so that is so you have Buffalo at 8, Minnesota at 9, Winnipeg at 10, Nashville 11, 12 goes on from there. So that's what we got, folks. What do you think of Lafreniere most likely going to New York? I mean, it's a great pickup for the Rangers. Of course, I'm sure they'll get multiple offers. I'm sure Ottawa will be calling them. Heck, maybe even Montreal, who have a ton of picks in the first round. I can't see New Jersey doing it, even though they have 3 first-round picks. Carolina, well, because if I'm not mistaken, because Toronto isn't in the top 10, that pick most likely goes to Carolina. So Carolina also has a first round pick. Yep, and just another. So yeah, the Toronto pick that was 13th is now Carolina's because of the Patrick Marleau deal for them to buy him out. And man, yikes. But man, the Rangers are going to be dangerous. Yep, they are going to be. What a pickup there. They're the first team like AJ is saying to us in our little chat. Literally, the first team out gets it. Should have known. Craziness. But hey, unprecedented times for an unprecedented time. Or, I mean, let's be honest here. When's the last time you're going to see 2 draft lotteries? 2 draft lotteries in the same year. The draft will be taking place sometime after the Stanley Cup is presented. Getting a lot of comments on there. Guess it's better than the Oilers, Pens, or Leafs. Yeah, I would say so. Just another Randy G. Well, yep, Toronto is definitely a comedy. Rockets say will for more picks. I wish they could trade him to Seattle for more picks, but it would be funny if Seattle said, "Hey, can we jump in on the drafter a little early?" Would be. One thing about this is that. So, Beach Boys fan. So, who has the first overall pick? I'm really honestly confused. Okay, so I'll break it down for you. So, before the return to play, there was a regular draft lottery where it's weighted system. Detroit had the best odds. Ottawa had Ottawa had the better odds because they had their pick plus the pick that they got from San Jose for Erik Karlsson. They did that draw, and along with the 7 or 8 placeholder teams that were going into the qualifying round of the playoffs. Well, one of the qualifying spots came up as number 1, so they had to do a second lottery where everybody's got an equal chances of winning it. That's why you only saw 8 ping pong balls. And sure enough, the Rangers get the ball up there. We'll post up the GIF at Teal Town USA's Twitter machine. Give us just a moment to get that loaded up for you. And let me get that up there for you. So with that, and just as a Randy G, welcome to 2020, where everything's made up, the points don't matter. Wait a minute, that's whose line? Come on. Were you expecting a hoedown next? Is that what's going on here? So, Lafreniere is going to go to New York. Here's the question, though. He can't wear 11. Mark Messier wore it, and it's retired. So, what do you think about this? Let's hear from you in the chat on this one, as the NHL gets the pick to the New York Rangers. I mean, my goodness. What next? Are they going to give them an outdoor game? Oh, wait, no, that's Chicago. My bad. So, one Skylar say, well, we'll give him number 111. Hey, there's a way to get around it. Right? Oh, gosh. All right, with that that reaction, we wanted to jump in just to see everything going on. If you haven't done it already, check out our Twitter. We're going to put up our. We'll send you the link for our bracket challenge, so you can participate with us with predicting who's going to win the cup. You know, Vince G. Never forget the teams that made the playoffs had the same odds to win as Ottawa, who had 2 picks. Go figure, right? Go figure. It's one of those weird ones, you know. It's one of those weird ones where but again, like Randy G said, it's 2020. Is anything normal? No, definitely not. You know, come on, let's be real here. Oh man. So how's everyone? How did everybody enjoy the qualifying round? I mean, unprecedented times, and a fun tournament. Some great comebacks, some rough hits. I don't think I've ever seen as many goals go off of opposing players as I did in this whole round. It just was weird, along with the amount of injuries. I mean, it's crazy. Now the worst part is that the teams that are out, are those injuries going to be okay? Like for instance, Laine, Scheifele, are they going to be okay once the league opens back up for training camp, you know, right before American Thanksgiving, and the season begins roughly December 1st? Is that going to work? Is it? I mean, you know, think of the teams that go deep, how battered and bruised they're going to get. Are they going to be ready to turn it around in a month's time? We'll see. I'll be interesting to see how everything goes around like that. You got the draft, you got, you know, you have a free agent frenzy happening within that month and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything falls through. Eruzitis 84, and tell me how I should say the name, because I know I see you on here all the time. At least the Penguins, Leafs, or Oilers didn't get Lafreniere. If they did, I mean, if they did, it changes everything for the Leafs. They can be more than free to move one of the pieces that didn't show up for them in the qualifying round to get some players that they desperately need to help them get where they want to go. Same with the Oilers. If the Oilers had gotten him, that was a huge pickup for them. Penguins, you know, a little younger spark for them. Could have been a nice couple to learn under the tutelage of Sidney Crosby. You know, Pierre Maguire's favorite player. And Beach Boys fan forever asking, yeah, how will that work? Will it just be a shortened season, like less than 82 or some normal playoffs? No. What's going to happen is they're trying to get the whole 82 in. So they'll start it, and then they'll start in December, and how it usually goes, you know, October to June, it'd probably go December to August. And then they'd kind of come back right back around, get it, and start the next season in November, and then go from there to get it to July, and then slowly but surely get back into the other thing. Now, AJ and I kind of agree, and I think he's also said it to Hockey Jerk. It's like, you really don't have any competition besides baseball and maybe MLS in the summertime. Why not? You know, go for it. And if these cities can handle, you know, making ice in the summertime, why not play hockey like that? Or at least have basketball do it, because you could play basketball whenever, you know. But that's how it is. So, Ered, I will do that. I'll make sure to call you Ered. Appreciate it. I want to make sure. I don't want to make it as any complicated as possible. And let's be honest here, I can be bad with names, and then I can get Jerk and Kevin Lacey to correct me big time. Then again, the girlfriend will always, you know, she's always messed up Mike Yastrzemski from the San Francisco Giants. And I have to wonder, because sometimes she'll call him Yastrzemski, and I'm like, nope, that's not how we're going to do it. Not how we're going to do it at all. So, all right, so the Rangers get the number 1 pick. LA will go number 2. Ottawa gets
Number 3 from the Sharks for the finish the part of the Erik Karlsson deal. Number 4 is Detroit. Detroit had as many wins as the Sharks did the first season. And they're going to pick number 4. I mean, yeah. LA was the second worst team in the West. Ottawa was already bad. The Rangers were in playoff contention. And now they get the top pick in the draft. If you're a Red Wings fan right now, you know how sickening you are. I mean, it could have been worse. I mean, if it was Toronto, Pittsburgh, or Toronto, Pittsburgh, or Edmonton, how disgusting would you have been? That he goes to a contending team that would have been solidified in the playoffs for sure. Something else, I tell you. You know, it's just that crazy. Hey everyone, if you're just joining us, welcome. It's a live reaction to the draft lottery here on Teal Town, USA. Hey, do us a favor. If you're just joining us, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that notification bell. That'll tell you when we come on. So when we have all of this going on and we just jump on, boom, we're jumping on, having some fun, having a good time talking with all of you. So appreciate each and every one of you joining in. And as we continue on chatting with everybody, Vince G saying Victor Hedman's ankle has something to say regarding the ice. You know, I'm sure it's not too bad. Just think how it would be in San Jose right now. It is sweltering hot. You know, I went away from the hockey jersey attire that I've been rolling during, you know, the Stanley Cup playoff, the Stanley Cup qualifiers. I had to go, you know, let's kill this a little bit. Hang on. I had to go, you know, nice Hawaiian shirt, pineapples. You know, I am a produce guy on the side too. You know, the only issue with the Rangers is the East is still stacked, as Skylar is saying, but the Rangers are on the rise, and the next 5 years could be a real contender. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, because you have Carolina, who's surprised everyone, and they're doing well. Washington's always going to be there with Ovechkin. Columbus. I mean, Columbus is on the rise as well. I mean, some people have even said that they could be the dark horse of the playoffs. And you have, you know, the Devils. The Devils are going to have I think they have 3 first-round picks. Carolina, I believe, has 2. You know, so you definitely have a lot of competition. But the Rangers, oh yeah, there's that team called the Boston Bruins as well. So you're definitely going to have a big dog fight in there, and we'll see. We'll see for sure. I mean, does this escalate things? Do they trade the pick? I can't see them trading the pick. So, you know, Erud saying Booger is not going to last too long. Will be an interesting year in 2021. Remains to be seen. It depends on what team he gets. Let's be real here. I don't think it's fair to him. So, you know, that's the East problem. We have our own issues to sort out. Yes. Oh, do we ever? And who's rooting for Columbus in the first round? Yeah. If you're not aware, Columbus is taking on Tampa in round 1. Of course, San Jose owns that pick that Tampa Bay traded to the Sharks for Barclay Goodrow, who scored one of the greatest goals in franchise history, as we all know. Who I'm curious, as we get to the first round, will people mention that over and over and over again, just like they mentioned how the Sharks were reverse swept by the LA Kings in round 1, you know, like over and over and over again? Just curious. Kind of curious, see if or are they going to just, you know, slob over, oh, Vegas is so wonderful. Oh my God, so freaking Vegas. Give me a freaking break. So, from James Myrtle, the Leafs' 2020 first-round pick now moves to Carolina due to the Patrick Marleau salary dump. It's 13th overall. Not a great 24 hours. Yeah, that's a tough one for the Leafs. Man, I felt sickening watching Dangle's last LFR of the season. So, Ruben saying I tried buying that shirt, but it's sold out. Keep looking on eBay, man. Keep looking on eBay. AJ has a really nice shirt that I wish I could have grabbed when it was available at the Sharks store, but oh well. So yes, we need Tampa to lose so we actually have a good draft pick. Yeah, and you wouldn't be surprised if Doug Wilson were to try to move up in the draft. It wouldn't surprise me, especially since you have multiple second rounders. I mean, if Tampa just falls apart like they did last year, even better. They might save a second round draft pick to be in the middle. So Vince G, fire the cannons and give us pick 16. Yes, please, come on. Abso-freaking-lutely. 15 people in here. Hey, thanks for joining us, everyone. Appreciate it. Tell all your friends. Tweet it out. Tell everyone. We'll talk about it. Also, don't forget to join the AJ, if you're watching. If you could retweet the link to our bracket challenge. So, would be great to have you guys all join on that one for sure, because that'd be great to have you all jump in and have your predictions. I will tell you what mine are, and it's got Colorado winning the cup now. I originally said when we did the predictions prior to round one with Ian, I said Colorado versus Toronto, and I think I picked Colorado in that one. Okay, can't pick Toronto anymore. So I have Colorado over Washington to win it all. What do you say? Have your say in our bracket challenge. So take a look on our Twitter feed. Follow us on there along with our Instagram. Check that out on the hand. Just to kind of go over all the predictions. Colorado and Arizona. As much as I love Jerk and I would love to see his Yotes, and I'll say this to you, Jerk, right now. He may or may not be watching. If the Coyotes beat the Avs, they are completely our Yotes. Abso-freaking-lutely. Completely freaking our Yotes. Vegas and Chicago. I am so thrilled Vegas got Chicago in round one. I think with their leadership and their play, I think it's a better matchup for Vegas to go down. And then we will have live feed coverage of Hockey Jerk talking to you about the economical impact of Vegas losing in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs and how that has ruined the Las Vegas economy once again. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, look it up on YouTube. After the show. Let's see. You have Dallas versus Calgary. If Calgary had better goaltending and weren't a little iffy on offense, I would say Calgary. But Dallas, I think, is just, they have everything all around. They're pretty good at everything. They have this guy named Joe Pavelski. I think you've heard of him here and there. So, there's a little bit of me because you're just going to have more and more pressure on the Sharks the further and further deep that Dallas goes in. So, I will see on that one. St. Louis versus Vancouver. While Vancouver is definitely gaining some playoff experience, something tells me St. Louis is ready to just go nuts. I just can't see them going nuts. Binnington isn't a one-trick pony. I think he's shown that he can be the good deal on that one for sure. So I definitely would picking St. Louis over that. And of course, in the conference final, I have Colorado over St. Louis in that one. In the East, Philly versus Montreal. Philly's on a roll. Carter Hart's shown to be the real thing. So Philly, in my mind. Montreal might give it a shot. I think AJ said on the Technologist last night, if you haven't watched Technologist, watch that afterwards, okay? Just putting that out there. Good informative show on that one. So Philly over Montreal in that one in maybe 6, I'd say. Tampa Bay, Columbus, a rematch of last year, what Columbus did to Tampa Bay. Sure, I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I think it'll be Columbus in 6, maybe 7, if Tampa gets their thing together. But Hedman and Stamkos, are they going to be available? We shall see. Columbus in that one. The Caps. I think the Capitals are going to move on in this one. Carolina, I think, takes down Boston. Forgot the Caps play the Islanders. It's a tough one. Islanders could be really, could be a good one as well. But I think Carolina and Boston might go 7. Classic New England rivalry there, although it's geographically changed about 20 some odd years ago. So I have Colorado and Washington in the final. Colorado wins the series, wins the cup. I just think it's their time. They'll get good goaltending. Nathan McKinnon, their whole crew, I think is just really good to go. But let's be honest here. It's ABV. Anyone but Vegas. Yep, definitely. All right, let's check in the chat see what you're asking for. Alicia's saying, I picked the Avs versus Canes with the Canes winning. Oh, man, the bunch of jerks would be crazy over that one. That would be a fun one. Erud, Vegas versus Chicago will have so many goals. I will watch those series for sure. Patrick kind of disagreeing that, honestly, I think Vegas and Chicago could not have any goals. Laner, Fleury, and Crawford could get hot. So that's that one. Patrick saying he's picking Carolina over Vegas. Does it have to be Vegas in the Cup final, please? No, we don't need to get their fans' arrogance up any more than that. So with that, all right. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you coming in. Again, if you're just joining us, the top pick in the 2020 NHL. Wait, how am I? I'm not doing it right. The top pick in the 2020 National Hockey League draft belongs to the New York Rangers. And of course, we wait for a trade to be announced. We'll see. So that's it for this one. We appreciate this surprise live reaction show. 17 people. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell. That shows when we show up live on your feeds or we have a new video out. Definitely check us out. Check out our new ad campaign thanks to our friends at Fanatics. And at least they're accurate this time. So be on the lookout for that one. And, of course, check out everything. If in case you missed anything and you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or your favorite podcatcher, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all over the place, and always available at tealtownusa.com. And we will say this. Apparently, Miroslav Shatan is here. So remember, Shatan loves you. So with that, I will leave you. Unfortunately, we won't have a video feed of this but just to give you that little bit of excitement that will be starting tomorrow, even though there's no crowd and there's no Sharks. I miss that goal horn so badly and being around each and every one of there. You know what? That's a good point. If they can pump in fake crowd noise for games, they could pump in fake boos for Gary's announcement. No, you know what? I will love it if the NHL has the guts to, when they are awarded the Stanley Cup, that they actually pump in booing. I think that would be great. In a way that the Edmonton Hub is having so much fun with today's attendance 0. concession stands will be open throughout the game, and it's a guy opening the refrigerator. Or the one that we saw earlier, the fans. Oh, the fans, yes. That was great. So kudos to the NHL on that one. So we'll be back with you probably tomorrow night after night 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They'll all start beginning at noon, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that up before we get out of here, just so I'm accurate with my information. Let's see here. Just making sure. All right, yep, noon. Blue Jackets in Tampa, game 1. Wow, Columbus comes right back with it. At 2:30, game 1 of the Flames and Stars. That's where you have Joe Pavelski on hand. The Blue Jackets, former Shark Gus Nyquist. For Tampa, Barclay Goodrow. Flames and Stars, you have Joe Pavelski. At 5 p.m., you have Carolina and Boston. Former Sharks goaltending great James Reimer. For Carolina, you have former Sharks prospect Sean Corrali in Boston. At 7:30 on NBCSN, you will have the Blackhawks against the Las Vegas Knights. In that one, you have former Shark and former Golden Knight Ryan Carpenter for the Blackhawks. So be on the lookout for that. Again, we'll be back with you in the near future. But hey, just stay right here on the YouTube channel. Go check out, if you haven't already, The Pucknologists with AJ Rocket and Jerk right now. It was a good episode last night when we ran live. So if you didn't see it, check us out there. And thanks for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hit us up on the social, subscribe down below, check out our previous videos. And until next time, keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real teal. Have a great one, everyone, and enjoy the playoffs.